morning, my dear aspirants. Welcome to Karthikeya IAS Academy. So today we are going to discuss a new current affair topic about Joe Biden, who became recently 46th president of America, signed 17 agreements. In these, undo Trump's policies are the main concern. Let us discuss what happened here. If you observe here, what is the main matter of concern? Next, what are those undo agreements? So Joe Biden signed 17 orders and actions just hours after being sworn in as the US president to break from policies of departing President Donald Trump. So here in this image you can see the person who signed 17 agreements, and out of these the main concern is about undo the agreements. So what are those agreements? So please do remember, who is this Joe Biden? He is the right now the 46th. Please observe here, USA's 46th president. And please do remember, he belongs to Democratic Party, and he served as 47th vice president from 2009 to 2017 under Barack Obama. Is it clear to everyone? And please remember, under him, who is the vice president? Kamala Harris. Please do remember, guys. So he is the 46th president, and he worked as 47th vice president under Barack Obama, and now we can see the 49th vice president of United States. Who is she? Kamala Devi Harris. Please do remember, guys, that her name is very, very important for us. Kamala Devi Harris. Is it clear? The next. So this person signed some agreements, renewed some agreements, and what are those agreements? If you observe here, the first agreement, please do remember, to rejoin Paris Climate Accord. Please do remember, to restore the United States to the Paris Climate Accord, where the Donald Trump had taken United States out of Paris Agreement in 2015, alleging that the terms of the agreements were not fair to the United States, and so Donald Trump came out of Paris Climate Agreement or Accord in 2015, and now he undid the agreement. Joe Biden undid the agreement, and he became once again to rejoin the Paris Climate Accord. In the same way, please observe here, to end Trump's travel ban. Please observe here, to end Trump's travel ban on predominantly Muslim and African countries. So in January 2020, please do remember, in January 2020, Trump had banned travel to US from 6 Muslim majority countries. In January 2020, Trump had banned travel to United States from the 6 Muslim majority country. And who are these countries? What are those countries? Those were Kyrgyzstan from Central Asia, Nigeria from Africa, Myanmar from East Asia or Southeast Asia, Eritrea, Sudan, Tanzania. So these 6 are Muslim majority countries. And now Joe Biden reverse Trump's administration decisions of banning travelers from these 6 Muslim majority countries. So please do remember, what are those countries? Kyrgyzstan, Nigeria, Myanmar, Eritrea, Sudan and Tanzania. And he also revamped to support underdeserved candidates. Please do remember, underdeserved candidates, nothing but the communities which are undeserved. And this undeserved communities were banned by the previous Trump, and now to support these undeserved communities, please to remember to support. What are these undeserved communities? Please do remember, his government agenda is the equity agenda. As a whole of government equity agenda, directing agencies which to measure barriers to equal participation in federal policies and programs. And the order was also titled as Advancing Racial Equity and Support for Underserved Communities. So please do remember, what is the title? Advancing Racial Equity and Support for Underserved Communities through the federal government, and revoked 2 of former President Donald Trump's executive orders and looked to reorient federal agencies towards better meeting the needs of underserved populations. Because of this advancing equity, they required a systematic approach. They required a systematic approach to embedded fairness in decision-making processes. So this is a great step taken by this Joe Biden, which was banned by previous US 45th President, former Donald Trump. In the same way, he also rejoined, please to remember, he also rejoined WHO. What is the abbreviation of WHO? You are very, very well aware of it. Where is its headquarters? Who is the current director of it? So now, in exam, they may ask you, why WHO? Why to rejoin WHO? Why this Joe Biden took that step? Please do remember, it was a very shocking surprise decision by Donald Trump by coming out of WHO. So pulling USA out of this World Health Organization. And this happened right in the middle of coronavirus pandemic. And in this run-up decision, Trump had repeatedly claimed that WHO was soft on China. And under Joe Biden, the US will rejoin the WHO. In the same way, he also signed that mandatory of wearing masks. So he set a mask mandate on federal properties to stop the spread of COVID-19. He also restored the protections of valuable natural reserves which was removed by the Donald Trump, and will seek phrases on evictions and protection for millions behind on their mortgages issues. In the same way, he also signed an order to strengthen the deferred action for childhood arrival programs to protect immigrants who were brought to the United States as children from deportation, which is also a great step. And another main issue, please observe here. Please observe here. All pipelines leak, all markets speak. So, Donald Trump signed agreement with Keystone XL pipeline project, which carry a heavy crude oil from Alberta in Canada and to Nebraska. And between this, there was a pipeline leak. First, this is a private firm. So this private firm, Keystone XL pipeline project, made environmental hazardous. So many people fighted against it, but there was no use of it. And now the Joe Biden revoked the permit which was given by Donald Trump. And please do remember what is this all project is about. Keystone XL pipeline, it will carry crude oil from Alberta in Canada to Nebraska. Is it clear to everyone? Next one, you all are very, very well aware of this Mexico border wall. So this Mexico border wall was halted by the Joe Biden. Joe Biden halted the construction of Mexico border wall. US President Joe Biden made a statement that US-Mexico borderline to stem illegal immigration. It was a Trump's poll. It was a Trump's poll promise in 2016 elections, which is a widely branded as unnecessary, expensive, and divisive. And these all are the funds are managed by the administrations of national emergency declaration that helped fund the building of the wall. I think it is very, very clear for you guys. Please do remember once again. So what is this Mexico border line? It is a illegal immigration. People cross from Mexico to USA illegal without any visas or without any proclamations. So illegal immigrations to the United States, which is a process of migrating into the USA, which violates their countries, USA's federal immigration laws. It is a violation. And this can be included foreign nationals who have entered the United States illegally. Right? Is it clear? So because, please do remember, economists also estimated that legalization of the illegal immigrants population would increase the immigrants' earnings and consumptions considerably and increase US GDP. So this is a scholarly consensus that illegal immigrants commit less crime than the natives. So the research also showed that illegal immigrants increase the size of the US economy. Why? Because the enhance of welfare of natives, contribute more in tax revenue, reduce American firms' incentive to offshore jobs, and imports foreign produced goods and benefit customers by reducing the prices of goods and services. Please do remember why it is necessary. Economists estimated that legalization of the illegal immigrant population would increase the immigrants' earnings and consumptions considerably, which will help USA to increase their GDP. So this all started in 2007, right? In which year? 2007. Please to remember, what is this wall? What is this wall? US Mexico border line, right? So here you should observe some important geographical geographical points. What is the length of this continental border? Please do remember, what is the meaning of continental border? The border between the two continents. So the total length of this continent border is 3,145 kilometers. Please do remember, what is the total length of the continent border? US and Mexico continent border is 3,145 kilometers. And please do remember, what are the gulfs located here? Gulf of Mexico. What are the main rivers? The straight line. What are the confluence rivers? Colorado River and Gila River. Please do remember, the Mexico-United States border, which is set 1 marine nautical miles, but marine league, that is south of nothing but the San Diego Bay. So this border will be in a straight line towards the confluences of which two rivers? Please do remember, Colorado River and Gila River. Please do remember, what treaties signed between USA and Mexico border? Please do remember, those are treaties of Guadalupe. Please do remember, what is that treaty? Treaty of Guadalupe. In the same way, treaty of limits, and then Gadsden Purchase. So these all signed in 1854. Please do remember, what are those rivers? Colorado River and Gali River. It is a very, very important topic. Please do remember. And this work is now halted by Joe Biden. So Joe Biden halted the construction of Trump's border wall with Mexico by terminating the administration's national emergency declaration that helped fund the building of the wall. In the same way, the next important one is immigration reforms. Please to remember immigration reforms, which is a challenging for Joe Biden. If you observe here, please observe the image. In this image, here written as immigration reform. What is the main issue here? This Joe Biden planned to send a bill to Congress to revamp immigration policies, and which will give millions of undocumented migrants living in the USA a path to the citizenship that Donald Trump administration denied. That is the main mistake of Donald Trump. So now Joe Biden revoked it, and he sent a bill to the Congress to revamp the immigration policies and give millions of undocumented migrants living in the USA, and they will get a citizenship that was denied by the Donald Trump. He said they all should go back to their own countries. This country is belonging to the Americans. So which was a very, very great mistake done by Donald Trump, and that mistake was now revoked by the great Joe Biden. And these are the sum of reforms agreements which was signed on the first day of his office. So who is this Joe Biden? He is the 46th president, 47th vice president, worked under Barack Obama, and now he became the 46th president, and now under him 49th vice president is Kamala Harris. Right? So please do remember all these points, and don't forget what will be the relation between Joe Biden and India. What does Joe Biden means for India? Nothing but a relationship with the US and India. So you are well aware of that. From last 2 decades, every president, whether you take George Washington Bush, Bill Clinton, Barack Obama, those all, Donald Trump, these all require India's support. And of course, the working style of this Democrat Joe Biden, working style, if you observe, here there is a stance, could be like to some key areas, judging the past records, the past history between India and USA. So as Joe Biden, who is playing an important role both as a chairman of the Senate Foreign Relations Committees and later Vice President in systematically deepening strategic engagement with India. So when he was a chairman and a chairman for the Senate Foreign Relations Committee, he signed. He was the important person who engaged external affairs with India. If you observe what happened in 2006 when he became the vice president of the USA, Biden announced his vision for the future of US-India relations. My dream is that in 2020, the two closest nations in the world will be India and the United States. And this statement was given by Joe Biden in 2006 itself. Right? So we hope there will be a better relations between India and USA. If you observe the Joe Biden's contributions during his term as vice president in the Obama administration, he played a very, very key advocate of strengthening the US and India partnership, especially in strategic areas like military exercises. You are very well of India-USA military exercises. And during that time, the United States officially declared its support for India's membership in a reformed and expanded UNSC, nothing but United Nations Security Council, which are having 5 members right now. And this person, along with who worked under Barack Obama, supported us to become a 6th permanent member, to give NPT for us, to give NSG for us. And in this 2006 itself, we got, without signing NSG, without signing NPT, we are getting nuclear supplies from nuclear supplier group countries. And if you observe in 2016, at the end of Obama's administration, the India and USA signed LEMO, LEMOA. Please do remember what is the abbreviation of LEMO, LEMOA. Logistics Exchange Memorandum of Agreement. I repeat, Logistics Exchange Memorandum of Agreement was signed between India and Barack Obama. And who flagged off it? This person, Joe Biden. This LEMO, if you observe, it is the first of the 3 foundational pacts for deeper military cooperation. LEMO, which allows the militaries of the US and India to replenish from each other's bases and access the supplies, spare parts, services from each other land facilities, air bases, and the ports. LEMO is signed between which 2 countries? India and USA. In which year? Please do remember, 2016. This LEMO, if you observe in Navy Corporation, Navy sector, this US Navy and Indian Navy cooperation, if you observe, we have a great extent up to Indo-Pacific regions. Though we are not a member of NATO, but whatever the facilities, whatever the memorandums are signed between NATO members, the same are done with India through LEMO. But still we don't have a membership in NATO, and we don't need it. We have LEMO, LEMOA. So this agreement, in simple terms, if you observe, it is a friend's garage or workshop to refuel our car. Is it clear? So in the same way, Trump also helped to India. If you observe the COMCASA and BECA, so LIMO was signed between India and USA, yani India and Obama, and later the extensions of LIMO are COMCASA, COMCASA, and BECA, BECA. We all discussed these projects in our previous classes. Please go and watch those videos. And these two, COMCASA and BECA, were signed by Trump and India, whereas LIMOA signed between Obama and India. So if you observe, both governments, both presidents, former and now current, we have a very, very good relation with Democrats as well as Republicans. So let's hope a good future for both Biden and Namo. So what we discussed in this session, please do remember, what is the matter of concern, what are those undo agreements, Paris Climate Accord, travel ban, undeserved communities, WHO, deferred action for childhood protection, Keystone XL pipeline, Mexico border, US-Mexico border, and immigration reform. Later we discussed about the relation between Joe Biden and India. So our relation started from 2006 itself. So please do remember, from 2006 we had a good relation with Joe Biden. So this is KCR signing out. Thank you.